brand new episode 9, and this is oppression dynamics. So oppression dynamics we were talking about in the previous one. We are diving into the system that is unhealthy, the system that is disconnecting, system of disconnection. That's what we covered, and that's what we are covering in this one again. So this unhealthy system of disconnection that thrives on disconnecting people, separating people. When somebody feels like they're not a part of something, when you feel like separated, right? When you feel separated, it means there was some sort of wiring, some sort of experience, some sort of information that was fed into you that make you feel like that, and mostly it's through system. And the system is basically all about rejection. The system of disconnection is all about rejection. So how do you reject? One thing not loving someone, but then there is another thing not accepting someone. System rejects. System has a very good, the dysfunctional system has a very good process and procedures to be able to reject people, right? Reject what? Reject you for being you. Reject you for being you. That's what system is all about, right? So essentially the work of system is to basically oppress the sexual self, sexual being of everybody, all the people, all the animal, all the creatures in the world. System is actually all about oppressing, pressuring sexual beings that are humans and animals, creatures, right? So that they do not live a life of independence. They do not live a free life. They do not have a healthy and good experience of life as it relates to work, as it relates to personal life and personal mastery, right? So that's what the system of disconnection does to us. And then this system of disconnection comes into action, comes into aliveness, comes into activation through its representative, like the movie Matrix, right? You have a lot of Agent Smiths in the movies that are stopping Neo from rising up and bringing the world peace, right? So Matrix movie, all the agents were actually oppressing Neo, creating problems for Neo, creating troubles for Neo too, so that Neo could not bring forth a better world, which is the world of peace. And he did, in the end he did, because Trinity helped him to become that best version of himself. Trinity helped that, and Neo was able to actually break through the matrix, which is a network of oppressors, right? So network of oppressors is what I say applies the control into the world and makes life and makes experience of everybody a bad experience on the planet. So not natural, not a good experience. So you have struggle in life because you've been pressured by something or someone. And these guys that actually apply pressure in various shapes and forms on the lives of innocents, they are called oppressors and oppressaaa. So oppressaaa. So the biggest oppressaaa, I'm going to speak for myself. Biggest oppressor in our human society are humans that are snakes. And money is all about energy, and mastery of energy is a consciousness of a snake, right? Snakes are very good with seeing the energy for what it is, right? And then they can steal the energy, they can bite the energy of others, and other people, innocent people who do not have experience of this or do not have information and legendary about that thing, experience, they struggle with this. They struggle to be able to dealing with snakes. So when I say snake, we're all humans, and all of us are evolved forms of creatures, right? So monkeys evolved to be humans, snakes evolved to be humans, tigers evolved to be humans, lions evolved to be humans, right? So we are all evolution from animals to human, but we still have those animalistic tendencies, right? when you talk about energy, it's all about animalistic energy that we have, right, in the world. So snakes, there are healthy snakes and there are unhealthy snakes, right? So snakes that are there to bite people and create disease by biting people's energy and stealing their prana, their life force, which is, your energetic essence. People that can, tap into your energy, feel into your energy, and take all the benefits of your energy, and then come back and reject you, is a very, very snaky behavior. And that's what happened to me in my life, in real life, when I was working with a guy from United States. We helped people. The company was genuineattraction.com, and I was working as a emotional relief coach. And many will relate with me, but they will not know why. But this person, constantly I felt tired, fatigued, and I felt like his aura, he was covering my aura, he was covering my frame. His frame was all over me, and he could always access my energy and make me feel pain, fatigue, lethargic. He could literally send energy to my way. Yeah, so he could send energy to my way. And many of you know it, right? When you're feeling something, we're tapping into some places, some information, there's some sort of distraction gets in the way. When you're about to unleash some information, that's new information. New information means new life, right? And then what snakes do, what stealers do, what cheaters do, all these oppressors, like anybody who is not giving back, or not adding healthy value to the world, and just here to take and not give, are oppressors, right? Snakes are the ones. You have healthy snakes capabilities, and then you have unhealthy snakes. So I've dealt with the biggest fucking anaconda in my life, which in business, and that literally got me very, very, left me very, very, like, just really got in my way, stopped me, annoyed me, made my health suffer. And I couldn't understand for a long time why that was happening. So I figured out, like, it's like out of 3 4 5 years, ever since I met that person, I felt the bite. I felt my energy was heavy. I felt I was feeling lethargic. I was doing everything. I have no bad habits, guys. I just eat 2 3 good healthy meals. I exercise 5 6 times, 2 3 times a week. I do a lot of running too, and I create content as well. But how come people have in access to my information, what I'm doing, where I'm going, how people invade my privacy, But this snake energy is just one particular person, And what they do is, the snakes, they will take all the benefits that you have for your energy, but they will reject you for your core, which is your work, right? So what would a snake do? A snake person, if you are like rising and dancing in the zouk, they will look at some way and send you some energy where you will, if you're not emotionally strong and if you're not taught properly, then this energy will reject you, like, and you could literally feel energy, and these guys can project pain towards you. This literally is my experience, guys. Like, it happened 2 years, which is offline, remote experience. Like this guy, who worked for who's the owner of genuineattraction.com. Genuine attraction, he relationship advice he gives, but he knows that I have the potential to, win big, become the king of the world, or say, bring forth a good world. But what he wants money, right? So he used to, like, really, really, really tap into my energy field, access my energy field, and actually start injecting energy. I could literally feel my body filling with a lot of shit all the time. And because of that, when I go out, I would reject people. People would get thrown off because there was something bad in my energy, and how it got inside me. That's snake. So what does snake do? Like, snakes are very good energy. They master the energy concept. So they will go any lengths and breadths and volumes. They will go anywhere to the end of the world to master the energy dynamics, right? So then they can send the energy. Evolved human that are snakes, they can send the energy to drain people, basically, or suck the energy from the prana, from the energy field, from the aura. I'm not perfect with this, but I got a very significant portion of it. And those that are listening, they know what they're doing. You see, some people, they call them sorcerers and all that stuff, but for me it's money. Money is energy. Energy is all about snake consciousness. What is snake? Snake is power, right? If you see a cable, I'll show you the cable. If you see the cable that comes out of the, you know, power socket, it's literally like a snake. You see, show you. So see, it's literally like a snake. You see, right? So this end, it connects to the spirit of a high vibrational being, like say somebody who has spiritual, lot of spiritual energy. So snake would be able to plug into the energy of that person and start sucking the energy to use for their benefit. So it'll come, they plug into their energy and they connect to their energy. And how do they do it? They might have gotten to, they might have gone to China and did some lot of like years and years of training with the Chinese grandmaster to be able to do this, right? And then they may also have done like 19 years of martial art, inner martial art planning, to just only be capable enough to control the energy of people from distance. And many people know it, but many people don't talk about it, right? I have to talk about it because this is important, right? Once people do not access energy of others, do not steal the energy from one another, life will be easy for everybody, you know. Everybody will feel good, everybody will feel function well, and they will be able to actually go ahead and do their life, you know, as they want to do. Yeah. So this is intense, guys. Yeah, this is intense one, but this is gonna be done, right? So that's why I'm doing it. I'm gonna be doing it. So yeah, you can Google genuineattraction.co.com is the guy. United States of America, runs a company to help people. But this is what my experience was. So you can take it as a review, or you can take it as a truth-based experience. So if you have, anybody of you feels like, you know, you're doing everything right, but you still feel drained, right? It might be somebody taps into your energy. Mostly it's a snake. Who you don't know is a snake, right? Snake can see things. Snake can see energy beyond capability of a normal person. And then this next incident happened at the Zouk, Brazilian Zouk dancing conference. When I was dancing, I was like very happy energy, and this guy looked at me certain way, and I so felt the energy coming through him to me, and I kind of felt panic. It was like a panic attack. It just looked at me like certain way, and I felt panic attack. Maybe I was emotionally not strong. But you know, people don't have to do that to each other, right? People don't have to send those negative vibes to each other. If we don't do that, right? We don't do that. Okay, of course, like, you know, if somebody's trying to punch me, I have to be strict, and, you know, as long as I'm walking on the street, I don't have to send any negative energy to anybody. If somebody is like coming near me, I can politely tell them, dude, your presence makes me feel bad. I don't want to be around you. But nobody has to do that shit where they literally can project energy from their eyes towards me to make me feel panicking, right? And that was one situation, right? Another situation, what I'm saying is snake is just a label. It's just, I'm talking about people that can actually send energy in a way which is harmful for you, for somebody else, right? Another day I was in the beach. I had a guy called Hunter Stent. He is in Melbourne now. This guy, he's sitting with a girl, and the girl is a Kiwi guy, right? He was sitting with a girl, and the girl she was making jokes around Kiwis, right? So just a joke, like Kiwi guys are racists. Kiwi guys, she was just speaking her mind, racist a little bit. And I literally see this guy looked at the girl in a certain way where the girl's body started to shake literally like this. She was like frozen. He looked at her like that. I wouldn't say this was a snake guy, but he had some energetic abilities, superpowers or whatever, to be able to shake people's whole fucking presence with his eye contact. And that's what he did. But he couldn't do that to me. This guy couldn't do that to me. The other guy at the dancing community, he was able to do that to me. But this guy couldn't. He looked into my eyes and he wanted to send energy into my eyes, through my eyes, but my energy was strong, right? With this guy couldn't get me, and this guy got into my house, telling me I'm a friend, I am just changing universe, I'm finishing university, I have to look for a job, so I want to stay at your home. And me being an honest person and helpful person, I just let him stay. And this is kind of Hunter Stent did that to me, right? And then the other guy was called, so we talked about the business guy already. And then Zook guy, his name is Ben Hanna, and he did that to me, right? So Ben Hanna might be listening to it, and the girls that he's dating, they might already know, what kind of person he is, how he gets into the energy of someone, how he manipulates everybody to get the best out of someone. And later on, he's just gonna neg them. He's gonna neg everybody. He's gonna say not good enough. So for example, years and years, these guys may take my positive energy, they learn from my content, but when I ask them for support, now I have a course ready, please support and buy my products, what they say, no, I don't need it. But it's not really they don't need it, they need it. They've taken the energy, but when it comes to give back a little bit, they will support me, do not support me, but on the top they have a very high way of rejection. They learn how to reject people in a way that breaks people down. Oppressors learn how to reject people in ways that breaks people down. Okay, so then they will be saying, oh, your work, so they know I worked hard for this course, creating my Clarity Eye of the Universe online program. I worked really, really hard for this over the last 20 years. And I'm a living testament of clarity to be able to survive what I have been able to survive. And I'll help many people survive too. And the Pakistani wicketkeeper is laughing. So I've been doing that, right? But these guys know it, right? And they know how to break my self-worth. So they will reject me right at the time where I need encouragement. Oppressors, right? It could be parents, it could be families, it could be bosses, it could be professional athletes, colleagues, right? They will do everything. But when they will understand this is your strength and you're weak in that area, for example, if I have an online course and I'm not good with sales, they will break me down right there. And they will break in a way, they will use the words and comments and behaviors that will actually make me question myself, right? Make me question my self-worth. So basically, practically, they want to break high vibrational beings, chosen ones, whatever you call it, right? Good people, basically. The bad people want to break, oppressors want to break the good people logically first, which is oh, you got to be rich, you got to be successful, you got to be Indian administrative officer to gain respect in the society, right? And if you don't, then you're not worthy of living a good life, right? And then emotionally, they break your self-worth. When you propose something, when you show up, right, with your best work, there will be mockery. It's a pattern. It's like a gate, right? So the moment, as long as they can use you, oppressors can use you, abuse you, take out your resources, they're fine, right? They want to make you work to death, work to suffocation, die under pressure. But the moment you want to be free, independent, and live life on your own terms, that's when a lot of pressure comes. So the emotional pressure comes oh, look at him, he's millionaire, so you got to be millionaire. In this life, it's a difficult life. You got to be millionaire, you got to hustle, you got to struggle. As a father, you have to die for your kids. As a wife, you have to die for your kids. You can't breathe, you can't enjoy a good social life along the way. No. That will come once your kids are grown up, once you're successful. So we don't take time to live. And then we are on the deathbed at 60 and we look back and see, oh man, those were good days. I had enough money. Why did I not go to that trip? Hey Josh. Hey Nuria Lopez. Thank you guys. So if you're listening, this is heavy content. I'm talking about the truth, which is beyond negative and positive, but gotta be done. So I'm talking about that stuff. So yeah, so wait. Okay, yes, thank you, Nuria. Josh, DJ, DJ Josh. So, guys, we're talking about oppressing people. Oppressors basically are the people that put pressure on good people, the chosen ones, high vibrational beings, stars, seeds, and good people overall. Influencers, actors, powerful people, oppressors. When you're a person of chosen one, powerful person, how the world is gets in your way from your so that you can rise up and unleash your full potential. That's the basically that's my work is all about, that helping you become independent in who you are and then engage in life from a place of interdependence where you feel good and function well. That's what the work is all about, my work. Yeah. So oppressors, we were talking about snakes, like how people that are snakes, how they actually show up in your life and how they steal your energy, really rob you out of your emotional capacities, your mojo, and how they get ahead of you and make you feel like you're not good enough. And they don't let you enjoy only one. That's why polarity, rich getting richer, poor getting poorer. So these guys not they're having it all, but they're not really distributing and giving it back to bring that balance between good and bad, so we can always have, you know, good life for all of us together. One human life, one universe, one world, whole earth, like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break, and there is no button to take a break, so it's 21 minutes. So this is I've already covered what I had to cover. Lot of incidents, lot of experiences. Now I'll be sharing how I was oppressed from becoming the best version of me. Hi Peyton. And in the meantime, if you guys I'm chasing 500 YouTube subscribers, and if you guys like the vibe, like the energy, I would love for you guys to subscribe, to hit the subscribe and like the subscribe to my channel. I also have an online course, Clarity Eye of the Universe, helps you understand that you're spiritually limitless, emotionally whole, and practically functional to create to become your best version of yourself, to create the life that is very unique to you, that is important to you, and then sustain that life. That's what we do. Thank you, Nuria. Appreciate that subscription. That's pretty much it. Go back and listen to the video if you want to listen. It will be available very soon, in 5 minutes. It will be uploaded and processed. Follow the channel for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Oh, he's a good looking Luda Patan. Nuria, give me subscription. And you say no problem, that's what I want. No problem from anybody. If nobody give me any problem, I will be becoming the best version of myself. Entertain you guys, bring best energy out there so we can all together experience life, have mojo, and have functional productivity. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh yeah. Guys, just entertaining. I'm not fine. Why you're not fine? You're not fine because you're saying word WTF. Don't say that word, bro. Anyways, bye guys.